Hey everyone, it's Miss Tremaine with Black Genius School. So, we've been doing the 5 things that you can incorporate for greater positive self identity. So, this is day 3. Thing number 3 is quizzes. So, I know if you like me, I hate tests. But, when I go and I learn something new, being able to have a quiz allows me to remember that thing. Even if I don't remember all of it, it helps me remember pieces, especially if that quiz is done like right after. So like, especially in the work world, you sit through all those boring meetings and then they expect you to go back to your desk and do it. So for me, if I have something like right after that says, okay, either here's the recap of what we want you to do, or here's an assessment to test your knowledge of what you've learned or what's expected. That helps me remember what the expectation is, and then therefore I do better. I think it's no different for our geniuses, that we help them retain the information that they learn, whether it be in school or even Black Genius School. A lot of times we're on information overload. There's so much being thrown at us, whether we're parents or geniuses. There's so much in a day that we're so much information that we're receiving, and so how do you track what's important to keep, or what's important to focus on? And so I believe that quizzes help with that. So after Black Genius School, we give all of our geniuses the opportunity to take a quiz around that session. And it's usually just like 1 or 2, maybe 3 questions, nothing really major, but it allows them to pull out the key points from class. The other cool part, or that I think about it, is that we actually don't grade them, right? So it's really about retaining the knowledge, because I think sometimes we get so caught up on what's the score. We don't really care. We do care about the score, but we don't want our geniuses to be hung up on the score. It's really about learning those things that are important. So they do get to see the results, but it's not saying, hey, you passed or hey, you failed, because that's not what's important. What's important is, what did you learn? And if you don't remember that thing, then there's still an opportunity, because we have this awesome digital library called Shuri's Lab that has information as well as our replay. So yeah, quizzes are important. The other cool thing about quizzes within Black Genius School is that by taking the quizzes, our geniuses are able to receive what we call Panther Bucks, which are dollars, if you will, that they can use at the end of the semester to purchase Black Genius School merch. They can give gift cards to restaurants, movies, bookstores, you name it. So it's a great incentive. So as a parent, I know for my child, when I'm trying to introduce something new or something I know she's not going to really want to do, I put incentives in there, which really does help get things done. The only drawback for me is I have this genius kid that once she gets to the incentive, she reverts back to her old behavior. So if you got any tips, let me know. Put them in the comments. Anyway, so yeah, quizzes are awesome things, like I said, for any of us to be able to pull out what's important of all the things that we've learned, and also to just be able to retain that information. So in Black Genius School, we believe quizzes are just that. So I'm going to go back a day. If you haven't seen days 1 and 2, check them out. But yesterday, day 2, Miss Charity talked about flashcards and having a little conversation with your geniuses about what's on these flashcards. Today's a good day to recap that. Quiz them. Whoever you pick. Let's say it was who we got? Caden. Okay, Caden. I can't think of his last name right now. Young genius who's doing financial literacy. Like, mad. I need to talk to him, right? But hey, well, what is Caden doing? Yeah, Caden is buying a bus to do a mobile literacy for students and for kids. So yeah. So that might be the one thing they remember. They may not remember all that. They may just say, hey, he has a bus. They're doing something. They learned something. So yeah, that's what I'm challenging you guys to do today. Go out, go ask your geniuses about something you guys have talked about. Or if you haven't done day 2, pull a flashcard, talk to them, and then afterwards, just kind of recap. What did you learn? What did this person do? Give them some kind of guided question to help them with that comprehension. So that's it. Put it in the comments. What did you guys do? What questions did you ask? That would be great to know. And then also, again, if you got any tips on this incentive thing, I'm really serious. I need help there. So you guys have a great day and stay genius.